Hello guys, welcome to another video. In today's tutorial, we're going to introduce the HyperFrames from Heygen.com. So HyperFrame is a HTML renderer built for agents. So you can write HTML and then you can render video based on HTML. Sounds like remotion, but it's built for agents. And you can see from the stars, it's got 10,000 stars just for a few days. It's very popular. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to build it, how to install it, and how to run with Claude and Ollama. So that being said, let's get started. If you look at the README, so they already have a sample video here. You can see this is very high quality, and it is very fast also. So when you actually write HTML and start to render the video, it won't take a few seconds to a few minutes to render a high quality video like this. So if you look at the quick start, they have documented the installation steps. So installation is basically the npx install. So you can just use npx install with the skills at the Heygen.com HyperFrames to install this package. So after you install this package, then you can start initiating a project. So for the option 2, which is to npx HyperFrames init my video, this will create a folder. So this will render all the video files inside the folder, and you can do the preview, which will spin up a server to preview the video, or you can do HyperFrames render. This will render a MP4 file. So we'll demo everything step by step a little bit in this video, but let's go through the README first. So after you render the video, it should be available for it to view online or locally. So we're going to demo this on a virtual private machine so you can see how this can work on production environment. But let's continue. So if you look at how it works, so this is the HTML, so the standard HTML that's done by the HyperFrames. Very similar to remotion, but it's kind of different, but it's well structured. If you want to know more about the HyperFrames and how this works, you can also go to their documentation at the hyperframes.heygen.com introduction to see a really good documentation from the steps to install, from examples, concepts, and guidelines, and also there's catalogs. We'll talk about the catalogs just a little bit, but if you look at the installation steps, basically it's from the quick start section. They said the option 1 is to skills.add Heygens. Then the other example is to just use the HyperFrames init, right? So very quickly you can set this up. It doesn't need a GPU. You can just install it with a CPU, a virtual private machine, or you can install it on your local host. So the structure of the project, you can see from the examples. So you have a project name. For example, it's my video. Then you have a meta file, index.html. So this is very important. So the rendering is from the index.html. So when you actually create the render process, it will read everything from index.html, but index.html will read all the compositions files like intro, captions, and then bind them or compose them to an index.html. Then you can render the video. You can also tie the audio and videos together inside the video. We'll show you guys a little bit later in this video, but that's how this works. So you can look at the project structure. It's very straightforward, and it's a good structure. So if you want to really use the templates, so they call it catalog. So for example, there are different catalogs from Instagram, Reddit, TikTok, so on and so forth. So on the left side, there's all these catalogs. You can just use them. So ready to go. So for example, if you do the Instagram follow, so this is basically a template. So under that example, you can see how to install it. It says to npx HyperFrames add this sample. So this will be added to this composition folder that we saw earlier. So if you initiate a project and you want to add a template, you can just do npx HyperFrames add this template name. If you want to use Claude, you can just tell it to add this template. So the Claude will actually add it automatically because it's actually create a skill. We'll show you guys later in this video how to actually add it in the Claude code. But let's continue. So you can see all the files. Basically, if you install this template, you have these two files. very clear and how to use it if you do this manually, not using any LLM or Claude code. So this is basically how this works. So you have composition ID. There's compositions file, which is called composition source. So it's very clear how this is going to be used. That's it. So those are the basic structure of the HyperFrames. So go through the documentation so we have a very good understanding how HyperFrame works. So let's go to the actual IDE to have a real demo to see how to install it and how to run HyperFrames. So here's an example that we already rendered. So you can see that this video is very nice. It's very high quality. So this is also one of the demo videos you will see in the installation steps, but we're gonna just show it here so that you get a feel of how this looks like and how this works. So very high quality, and hopefully this video is something that you like. Let's go to the actual code base. So if you want to install HyperFrames, as I mentioned earlier, so first you have to do a npm skills add. So what they actually didn't mention earlier in this documentation or any of the README is that if you want to render audio besides video, you do need to install this Kaggle ONX and sound file. So make sure to create a pip virtual environment and install that, or some of the features will not be available. So make sure you install those audio packages. So that's it. And then after you install these main two things, then you can start with the project initiation. So let's go to the project. For example, if you want to initiate a sample project, you can create a whole folder. For example, you can create a folder like HyperFrames. Then you can start to use this command, npx HyperFrames init my video, so you can render a sample video. So let's just copy and paste it. So you can see that. So it starts to actually ask you to pick an example. This will help you to understand this quickly. If you actually ask the Claude code to do it, it's very slow, and something that Claude code did, you probably will not understand. So this is ready to go approach. So you can immediately see how to render a video and without any errors, because when you create an HTML file, as I saw earlier, so Claude code might make some issues, right? So there's good problems while you actually ask the LLM to write a script. But in this pick example case, this is ready to go template. You can just click and then install and render. That's it. So for example, if you want to use a warm grain, so for example, you can just enter, and then it will start download the sample and install. And you ask you to install AI coding skills or not. So for example, if you click yes, it will install all the skills for different IDEs you see on the left side. For example, for Claude code, you will install the skills inside this .claude folder, and also the HyperFrames, the HyperFrames CLI. Those are all the HyperFrame skills. So HyperFrames basically is to generate this index.html. For HyperFrames CLI, it's simply different. So this is the skill that combines with all the different CLI commands. You can see from the skills description file, basically these are all different CLIs to use. So when you use Claude code, the LLM will understand which CLI to use to render the video or initiate the project. And if you look at the HyperFrames, it's a little bit complicated. So if you go to the skills, you can see there's a lot of descriptions how to generate the video. So this is for generation of video, how to create an awesome HTML file. And for the HyperFrames CLI, this is for just create that video. So for the HyperFrames registry, so this is for register a catalog, as we saw earlier. So basically register a template. So because you can ask the Claude code to generate or pick a template for you as a natural language, so you don't have to remember the name of the template. So I hope that makes sense. And then after everything is completed, you should be able to create a project using the Claude code. But as we demoed here, we just simply go through the standard engineering process. There's no LLM or Claude code. Just show you how this works, and then you can install AI coding skills. So if you hit enter, we will recreate all these different files for different IDEs for the skills. So you can see that everything should be ready to go. And it says the preview is ready. So, but we do not want to run the previews because it's on the virtual machine. You can just click the cancel and then you can start rendering. So if you go to this script, it's called npx HyperFrames render. All right, so you can render as a default file or can just output to a different file. And for example, we just render to a default file. So you can see there's a folder already created. Just go to that folder, my-video 3, and you can just copy and paste this command. So for example, you can also see the files already generated. There's compositions, all the different files, but all you have to do is do the rendering. The HTML file is ready, index.html file is ready. So the render will read that file and generate this video. So let's hit enter. So you can see it's gonna render in the frames. So you can see it's ready and it is pretty quick. Only takes about less than a minute. So let's just render this video on the browser so you can see. So for example, if you want to just try this out on the browser instead of localhost, so you can just do python.m.http.server and then just give a port. Let's say, and so you can see that this video is ready and it's very good. Its quality is very good. So that's how you actually render an example video from the HyperFrames. If you want to use the Claude code to do it, as I mentioned earlier, you can use Claude code with Ollama. We have a video for how to use Ollama with Claude code. Feel free to check that out. So once you set up the Claude code with Ollama, then you can start using the HyperFrames skill. For example, we created a sample video. So we basically asked the Claude code to create a 10-second product intro video, 16:9, and then dark cinematic style, big bold title, HyperFrames, and HTML, 2 video, fades in 2 seconds. So this is basically a title for the video. It will render that as a hero banner on the video. So then background, video loop, and subtle music, and we end with call to action, lower third. So after a few rounds of the thinking and compute, you can see that everything was rendered step by step here. And they will create this video inside this folder which is called product intro. So that's the folder or project folder, but it's through the LLM, not through the HyperFrames CLI. So you can see after that, it will ask you to render that video from the HTML file. Let's go to product intro. So you can see that this is HyperFrames equals to HTML2 video. That's exactly what we told the Claude code to do. So, and it renders very nicely. So you can see this is a really good quality video. So that should be it. So this is how you actually use either the CLI or the Claude code to create a HyperFrames HD video. So hopefully that's helpful. And if you want to create more videos, you can use the prompt that I'm showing here. You can also ask HyperFrames to turn this GitHub repo, basically the HyperFrames repo or any GitHub repo or URLs, to a video. So for example, this is basically create a 30 seconds explainer video using this GitHub repo, where you can make a vertical TikTok video for bouncing captions synced to TTS narration and high energy transitions. So this will actually add also the audio to it. You can also update the video. Basically, it's going to update the files you saw earlier in this project, and like the compositions and like the index.html. So that's what will be updated. So those are the sample prompts you can try out. So, and hopefully this is helpful. And if you do like this video, please click subscribe, like, or comment. If you have any questions, thank you so much for supporting the channel, and see you in the next one.